So let us start with today's learning objectives. So we will be moving on to the next slide. So today we are going to study about the calyx, the corolla, and if time permits, we will also study the androecium and the gynoecium. Now let us move on to the first slide where we'll be studying about what is a calyx. Now from the previous classes you all know that what is a calyx, and it is mainly the outermost hole of a flower. So it consists of 3 to 5 sepals. It is consisting of 3 to 5 sepals, and it is what we will tell, it is at the basal part of the, it is usually at the basal part, and it is having 3 to 5 sepals. And we can say that it is generally it is green in color, and it looks like small leaves. Now in Gulmohar they are actually colored, and they are known as petaloid sepals. So why this name has been given? As they are almost looking like petals, so they are called petaloid sepals. Okay, is it clear? So now when the sepals are free from each other, now here you can see that each petal is free from each other. So this type of petal, when they are free from each other, that is called polycephalous. Here you can see that they are called polycephalous. Now this one petal is free from the next one, so they are called polycephalous. Now when these sepals are fused, so they are fused with one another. So what is happening here? As they are fused with one another, as in China rose, if you are having a garden at home, you can go and just have a look into that if they are fused, they are called gamocephalous. So these are all the new terms that you are learning. So just go through it properly. And first one we are saying that it is a polycephalous, and the next one it is gamocephalous. Now is it clear? So polycephalous and gamocephalous. Now let us move on to the next part. Now what are the main functions of the calyx? So what does it do? It actually, what is it doing? It is enclosing, or it is protecting the inner hole of a flower. It is actually enclosing and protecting the inner holes of a flower in the bud stage. Now in the previous slide we have seen both the buds in polycephalous and gamocephalous, because the sepals are mainly protecting the flower when it is in a bud stage. Now sepals which contain chlorophyll, they can also synthesize food, as you all know that photosynthesis happens in the part which is having chlorophyll. So sepals, as they are green in color, they contain chlorophyll, so they are always synthesizing food. Now together with petals, we can say that these, when the sepals are beautiful, they can also attract the birds and insects for pollination. So they are also attracting the birds and insects for pollination. Now what is a petaloid sepal? Now as the name suggests, the petaloid sepal, here you can see in this picture, the petaloid sepal is actually a sepal which looks like a petal. It is as colorful, as bright as a petal. So this one is a petaloid sepal. So it looks as beautiful, as attractive as a petal, and it is also colored as the petals are colored. As the corolla is colored, it is colored as the petals. It doesn't look green, or it doesn't have a distinctive different features from the petals. So it is called a petaloid sepal. Now let us move on to the next slide where we will be discussing about corolla. Now what is it? It is the second hole of the flower from outside. So from outside, the first hole, what it was the calyx, which we have already studied. Now the second hole is the corolla from outside. Now next to calyx comes the corolla. Then comes the androecium and the gynoecium, which we will be coming forward, we will be studying. Now it is most brightly colored part, and it is made up of actually petals. So we all know that it is made up of petals which are much larger than sepals. Now the number of petals, they vary from plant to plant. Now few plants are having, like here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 6 petals are here. Now in many plants we can see that the number of petals is 4, or in many plants we can see it is more than 6, 8, 9, 10. In rows there are many petals. So it varies from plants to plants. Now we will see in the next slide what are the different types of corolla. Now first type, what it is here is called the first one, it is the sepaloid petals. What is sepaloid petals? That is the number of petals which are found here. We can see there are green in color. So the petals are also green. Here you can see the petals are also green. So it is called a sepaloid petal. It is a sepaloid petal. It is a sepaloid petal. So is it clear? It is a sepaloid petal. Now when this one comes, what is it? It is actually the fused part, or we can say that partly or completely fused petals are here. That is called gamopetalous. So the petals here are fused to one another. Is it clear? So as they are fused to one another, they are called gamopetalous. So let us write here, it is called gamopetalous. It is called gamopetalous. Okay, it is called gamopetalous. This is a sepaloid petal, this is a gamopetalous, and this is a polypetalous corolla. Polypetalous means there are different petals are distinctively separated from one another. They are neither fused to one another, they are neither green in color. So when they are green in color, we can say that it is a sepaloid petal. Now when they are actually fused to one another, we are telling that they are gamopetalous. Is it clear to everyone? And when we are moving to the polypetalous, so that is the fused petal. And that is the free petals, and this gamo is the fused petals. So it is the fused petals, it is the free petals. So it should be clear to everyone, gamopetalous means fused petals and polypetalous means when the petals are free from one another. So if you are not being too much clear about this, please go through this video again and again so that you can be very much clear about this part, that gamopetalous, gamocephalous, polysepalous. The same thing in the sepals also we studied. When the sepals are fused or the calyx are fused, it is called gamocephalous. Here instead of sepal, the term petal is coming. So is it clear to everyone? Now then let us move on to the next part, that is the corolla tube. So what is it actually? Now when the petals are completely fused, what it is forming? It is forming a tube-like structure. This tube-like structure is called the corolla tube. So it is actually forming a tube-like structure. That tube-like structure is actually forming a corolla tube. In this one also you can see, here also you can see it is forming a corolla tube. So I have given just two examples. You can have many other examples of that also. So this is what I wanted to show about the structure of corolla, and it varies from different plants to different flowers and from different species to species. Now let us move on to the next slide where we will be discussing about the functions of corolla. So what are the main functions of corolla? It attracts the agents for pollination such as birds and insects. So it is a attractive bright colored part which is attracting the birds and insects, and it is scented with a nectary fluid or a nectar which produces a sugary nectar. Now whenever you go to a garden, when you visit some places where there are flowers, you will see that for their bright colors, for their bright scent, for their beautiful juicy nectary thing present in them, their butterflies will come, bees will come, other insects will come. So they are actually helping in pollination, and they are the agents of pollination. Now what the corolla do? They actually protect the inner holes, that is stamens and the pistils. So we will be studying this in the next part. Now please make this part very clear. I have made it very clear for you all because it should be clear when you are moving forward with the different lessons, different categories. The basic should be clear. So let us move on to the last part, which is there. I have given a note which you should know. So what is it? Petals are usually bright in color and they are showy and leafy for the day blooming flowers. So what are the day blooming flowers? The flowers which are blooming in the daytime. So they are brightly colored and they are showy leafy structures. But the night blooming flowers, as it is dark at night, we can't see their color, we can't see their leafy beautiful structures. What will happen? They are having a strong scent. Now this scent helps them to attract the insects and birds at night also. So generally birds don't come at night. We all know that birds will be sleeping. But the insects, they'll come at night and they'll help in the process of pollination. So this is all for this part, that is the calyx and the corolla part. So we have gone through the structure of the calyx and the corolla, what are their main functions, how do they look when they are fused and when they are free, both the sepals and the petals. So it was just a quick and short video to teach you all that what does this two parts mean. So in the upcoming video, very soon I'll be uploading the different parts of androecium and gynoecium. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and always stay tuned with my updates. Thank you.